Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series, the Legacy Collection Deadpool 2 Colossus. Very excited for this one. I got mine from Big Bad Toy Store, so I had it pre-ordered. I got a notification a week and a half ago saying, hey, pre-order processing soon. They got it just a few days ago and then they shipped it. It's still listed as a pre-order right now because they obviously didn't get a full shipment in to accommodate and account for all pre-orders. But it is still available for pre-order with an expected release of November. But, you know, obviously this one came a little early. They may get some more soon. So just, you know, heads up on that. Link in the video description below if you're looking to pick it up. But I'm very excited for this one. The Deadpool movie figures, obviously very good. MCU movie figures is kind of my thing. Even though this is like MCU adjacent, it's the Fox Xmen movies because this is a Deadpool 2 Colossus. Now, Colossus was also in Deadpool and Wolverine, which is a full-on MCU movie, but this release is technically Deadpool 2, although he looks the exact same. He wasn't in it very much in Deadpool and Wolverine, but he is in it. So here we have Colossus, so let's go ahead and check him out. So we got the Legacy Collection, it just has the Deadpool movie logo there. It doesn't say 2, but it is Deadpool 2, just like Logan was, just like Deadpool was. It's based on the second movie. We get that artwork there that's actually a promo image of the figure, not just at like actual Colossus or anything, just Colossus on the side. We got a cross-sell of the Deadpool and Wolverine wave. There you got the, you know, obviously the Deadpool, the Wolverine, and then the head pull, which comes with the Logan figure. The bio reads, Colossus is a towering, virtuous mutant known for his organic steel body, which grants him immense strength and durability. There we go. Let's go ahead and get him out. Hey guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and help me reach my goal of 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're climbing. We're going to get there, but I do need your help. So hit that subscribe button now. Okay, and here's the Colossus figure out of the package, and I'm just like, I'm so happy sitting over here with my new Deadpool movie Colossus figure, because I love movie figures, and there was a time where we didn't think we would get any Deadpool movie figures, and then finally, the Xmen 20th anniversary, we got that premium line, that anniversary line that had come out that year, and we had a Deadpool and Negasonic Teenage Warhead 2-pack. We got a Domino single release, and then we had a Cable single release Walmart exclusive. So we started to get some movie figures, but there was no Deadpool. Until now, I'm Deadpool Colossus, until now, because we got him in the Legacy Collection. So the Legacy Collection is something that they've done now with, God, what did we get? Was it only Black Panther? It was only the Black Panther movie figures that we had true Legacy Collection. And at the time when that was first announced, it was like, oh, more stuff will come in the Legacy Collection. And then nothing else really came out in Legacy Collection. I thought maybe Guardians of the Galaxy would get some Legacy Collection stuff. But no, it wasn't until... Fast forward till Deadpool and Wolverine was coming out that they did a Legacy Collection, which gave us a reissue of the Deadpool from that 2-pack with Negasonic Teenage Warhead, but he has the guns that actually come out of the holster this time. And then we got a Kit Bash version of Wolverine. So that was awesome. Typically, the Legacy Collection had always been repaints or, you know, or straight up reissues. Colossus makes for the first all new one. So brand new sculpting, everything like that. All the other things, repaints, Kit Bash, all pre-existing stuff. Colossus is brand new. I'd love to see more of it. You know, maybe we can get, you know, Angel, Ajax from the first one. It'd be cool if we got them too. Juggernaut from, you know, Deadpool 2 would be great. We'll see. But now we've got Colossus, and I'm really loving it. One thing that I am a bit surprised about, I thought he was going to be heavier. He's a beefy boy. He's big. He's not very heavy. Like, the comic figure next to it, you know, definitely... is heavier. You can see there we essentially got the same silver. I feel like Colossus just wants to kind of fall back. I don't know why he's not standing up straight. So similar in size, and then I guess similar in weight. I feel like this Colossus might actually be a little bit heavier, but the movie Colossus is definitely bulkier. So I would have thought, you know, he would be a little bit heavier, but he's kind of not. So I don't want to say that the legs are hollow, but you know, he feels kind of hollow, like a torso obviously is going to be hollow, but just a little bit lighter than I thought. We have a couple of accessories, so we got kind of the stoic face, then we have an angry face for Colossus there. We have fists out of the package, and then we just have kind of these open, relaxed hands, or actually like holding hands for the little book that he comes with. It says Mutants, Mutandis? Mutandis? I don't know what that means. It's got X-Men logo there. And then I'll zoom in for what it says there, because my eyes are not doing me too good trying to read that right now, but it's got like Rule 1, Rule 2. But anyway, let's get in for the closer look at Colossus. Again, very excited to actually have him. All right, so the up-close look at Colossus, we're going to get right into his little rule book there. It says, rule number 1, no killing anyone ever. Rule number 2, always, what does it say? It says, label everything in the refrigerator, because there was something that like happened with Deadpool. Anyway, rule number 1, no killing anyone ever. Rule number 2, label everything in the refrigerator. So there we go. There's the book there. That looks really good there. And we have the angry face on Colossus already, and we put on one of those open hands there. So angry head looks really good. Nice silver paint, black for the hair. He's got that killer flat top there. That looks good. His eyes are just kind of whited out. Not a whole lot going on there. His teeth are white there. So that looks pretty good. Let's pop the other head back on there so we can get a close-up look at that head sculpt, the stoic one. That is pretty good. You can see his lips actually get a little bit of paint on there. We didn't on the angry face, you don't really get any lip paint there. I don't really notice it, but on this one, you do get that lip paint on there, which is good. Now, one thing that in the lines of his body, his arms and his neck there, they're actually painted in there. So the panel lining is in there. It's not perfectly on point with the molded line. So it's a little off here on the arm. But we do get the paint on the hands and stuff like that. Comic figure did not get those lines painted in, and I don't know that they necessarily needed to be. If it's sculpted in there, and the fact that I could see him, I think that kind of works there. I think artwork, obviously, it's going to be lined up because, you know, they have to draw. It's 2D. But there we go. We just kind of get that red X look there. It has a nice texture to that red, so it actually gives it like a leathery look. And it looks like there may have been like a wash in there to kind of also add it to that leather look, which is really, really nice there. You get a little spot in the back that kind of gives it that textured look there as well. So that looks really good. He's got pockets for days on those cargo pants that he's wearing there. And then he's got these big old boots. So yeah, Colossus looks good. A little bit of silver for the X logo on his belt, and a little bit of the buckles there. Or the little buttons, I guess, there. So really nice. Colossus looking very awesome, but let's go ahead and see how he moves. Okay, so Colossus articulation. Colossus' head is on a disc hinge, so he can look up that much there, which is pretty good. He can look down that much there, which is great. You get a full rotation in that head. Not really any pivot going on there. The arm you can get to go out and upwards a little bit there. You could do a full rotation in there. Ooh, so there's a... That's interesting. There's a butterfly joint in there, and that butterfly joint just rounded out with the arm, or I thought it did. Looks like maybe it didn't. Yeah, it kind of does. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. Maybe this is not a real butterfly joint. Maybe it's just one of those floating ones that like the McFarlane Toys does, because you don't get a lot of range going back. You don't get a lot of range coming forward. It's just kind of like a floating one in there, I think, to maybe take up some of the space. It's just that plastic ring to fill in the gap, because it looks like it's just kind of a floating piece in there. So not really a butterfly joint, just kind of helps fill in the gap, which allows for a little bit of free motion in there. Upper bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbow. That is an ugly bend at the elbow, I must admit. Very ugly, but those arms are very thick. So double joint does make it nice. Typically with larger arms, we used to get just single jointed elbow. So I like that we got a double jointed elbow. Wrist swivel, and they do hinge. Standard horizontal hinge on the fists, as well as the open, relaxed reading book hands. We have an ab crunch that's not going to be very effective coming forward. In fact, it doesn't really come forward at all. It goes back very little, but yeah, forward just not a whole lot. You got a waist swivel in there. Legs go out that far apart, which is pretty good. He can kick forward that far, so not too bad for a big guy. Leg goes back tiny bit. A little stiff in there, but upper thigh cut in there. Double jointed pinless knee, so nice bend there at the knee. It's a little large and flat, but that's because he's got very, very thick legs. Boot swivel there, which is good. Foot hinges down quite a ways. You get a little bit hinge up. Ankle pivot pegals at the bottom of the feet. So there we go. Pretty good articulation on the waist down for Colossus and his arms and stuff. It's just, yeah, that ab, just not a whole lot going on there at all. Yeah, no drop down hips. So it's a little unfortunate why he just doesn't come forward at all. But sculpt wise, aesthetic wise, looks fantastic. Okay, so let's do some side-by-side comparisons with our Deadpool 2 figures. So we've got Domino and we've got Cable. More importantly, though, we did get the Negasonic Teenage Warhead character in a 2-pack with Deadpool, and that was that first Deadpool release. So it was a way to give us Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and you can see she is tiny compared to Colossus, as she should be, right? Colossus is huge. So we have Negasonic there. We'll put her in front of Domino a little bit. And we did get a couple of Deadpools for Deadpool 2. We actually got the Amazon exclusive. This is kind of the burnt up, dusty Deadpool at the end of the film. You know, after the explosion, he's covered in dirt, covered in dust and everything like that. So we kind of have that dark version there. We're going to kind of slip him in the back a little bit. And here is the Legacy Collection Deadpool figure that we got not very long ago. I believe that figure is actually on pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store. Initially, you know, months ago, those figures actually did come in. So it sounds like they're going to continue to be stocked. So just a heads up on that. And while they didn't share any screen time, we have the Deadpool Legacy Collection Wolverine. So this would be based off of like an end credit scene type of deal. We have that there. But here are all of our Deadpool 2 movie figures. The 2-pack with Negasonic Teenage Warhead, I didn't bother bringing that one out since it's essentially the exact same as the Legacy Collection. It's just that this one was better because you get the 2 removable guns out of the holster. Okay, so just a little bit of fun. You know, Colossus is large enough that he can cradle Deadpool in there. So I'm super happy that we got the Colossus figure, and I think the execution actually came out really good. I say actually, like Hasbro doesn't a lot of the times make good movie figures. There are times where they don't, but this is definitely one where I think they did a really good job. I'm very happy to have it. I'm excited to get more movie figures. I'm excited to get the Deadpool and Wolverine movie figures whenever those end up getting released. Hopefully soon. Oh my gosh. Fingers crossed. I can't wait to get those figures. I'm super excited for those, but glad to have Colossus added into the mix. Maybe we'll get some other movie figures. I know, you know, kind of similar to Spider-Man No Way Home, they didn't want to do spoilers, so that's why it took a long time for us to get the other Spider-Mans. Maybe we will get other figures from Deadpool and Wolverine, you know, with a later date. But we'll see. You know, with the Legacy Collection, we could always get something later on. Who knows? But I would definitely like to get more. You know, I'd like to get a Cassandra Nova figure. I think that's definitely a must. You know, we got a villain in a movie. Let's get the villain figure. Lady Deadpool movie figure would be cool. Kidpool. You know, a lot of options out there, and I hope we get them. But you guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Are you looking to pick up this Colossus figure? Do you have it on order? Did Big Bad Toy Store ship yours out? Let me know down in the comments below your thoughts down there. And then what other movie figures would you like to see either from the Fox X-Men movies or the Deadpool franchise? Let me know down in the comments below. But this Colossus, definitely a must-have for movie collectors. I am very, very pleased with it, and I'm in love with it. I'm so happy that it came out. But yeah, if you guys like this video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and as always, thank you so much for watching.